With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
This is Brum's The Word, a brand new podcast series from Anything But Footy, focusing on the stars competing at this summer's Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games. I'm Michael.
And I'm John. Like lots of sports, 2022 is a busy year, with many events playing catch-up after being postponed due to the COVID pandemic and moving of the Olympics. The best British badminton players are in action this week at the European Championships in Madrid, fresh from Team England, announcing their squad for the Commonwealths this coming summer. 10 athletes have been confirmed to return to Birmingham, scene of the recent world-famous All-England Championships, including mixed doubles pair on and off the court, Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith, who've both been speaking to Michael.
Hi, I'm badminton player Lauren Smith. I have 5 Commonwealth medals and I'm really excited to be back representing Team England.
Lauren, 5 Commonwealth Games medals, but there's one missing, isn't there? And that's the golden one. How much does that ambition burn inside you ahead of Birmingham 2022?
Yeah, it's a huge motivator for me. Obviously, really happy to have achieved what I have done for Team England over the years. And at no point do I feel like, it was a underachievement of mine. But I know that I am capable of getting that gold. And yeah, that is absolutely what I'm hoping to achieve in Birmingham. And, I'm hoping factors like it being a home games, the home crowd, having family nearby and things like that will also help me to maybe realise that dream.
Because you guys have been on a real tough ride, if you like, haven't you, during the pandemic, playing in empty arenas. And this will be the first big tournament, but first big multi-sport event where you get that home support again.
Yeah, and when we first started playing in the empty arenas, I didn't really think much of it. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'm still just playing badminton, got same equipment, same rules. But actually, what I did find is that I couldn't turn around games like I would in crowded arenas. I couldn't quite get my adrenaline up to the same sort of sustained level that I could when the crowd's there. And as soon as we got the crowds back at a few different events, All England being a great example this year, I just felt so much more alive on court again, so much more focused, so much more driven. And, there was games that I probably should have lost that I managed to turn around. And, I didn't really put that down to the crowd previously, but now it's been made very clear that that is a huge part of what helps me as an athlete. And so, I played in Glasgow, where I had, at times, I'd say a home crowd. We actually played the Scottish pair first round, so definitely didn't have a home crowd for that one. But I still remember those moments. I remember how it lifted me when I was at my most fatigued and how it kind of focused me when I really needed it. So to have that in Birmingham is just really exciting. I can't wait.
And I remember speaking to so many athletes at the Olympics in Tokyo, and they said one of the toughest things was not having that support network around them. They might have had their coach, but they didn't have their friends, their family. And I know obviously you have Marcus, but not to have that wider little group around you must have been very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it's, it is very different. I think with multi-sport events as well, you find that athletes, they're huge peaks in their career. Olympics and Commonwealth Games, you work towards it for years. And so when you get there, you want to be able to enjoy it with the people that helps you get there, which is, your friends and your family. And you want it to be memorable and more than just maybe a normal event. And so, yeah, having family on the sidelines cheering you on and, proud no matter what happens is a huge thing. And, it kind of can lift you between matches. It can give you that extra bit of energy, but also to know that you kind of saying thank you for all of the sacrifices and stuff that they did over the years by trying to, I guess, put on a show for them.
And tell me about Badminton England now. Is it a better place to come to work these days than it was maybe 12 months ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, definitely. It's massively improved. I think, obviously it's a long road it's nowhere is ever perfect, but it's a long road to improve and to change. But the mindset and the direction of everybody on board is just so much better than it was. Everybody's really united. Everybody's a team. You can feel that people feel supported. They also feel like they can speak up if something isn't working for them or if they're not feeling so great. And that's just hugely different to where it was a couple of years ago. We've had a lot of kind of changes of staff at the top level and a lot of changes of mindset from players and staff alike. And yeah, I can't really express how much happier I am here. I feel like it's really an environment that can create top level players and produce top level results, but also where we can kind of thrive as people.
Because I don't think many people understand when you get selected for the Olympics, people think that's got to be a career high. But for you, you express kind of disappointment and upset around that selection process.
Yeah, well, I think, I wanted it to be a career high. I wanted it to be a part of my life that I look back on and just went, wow, it was amazing. When in reality, it was a really quite a dark time. Obviously for Marcus especially, it was really difficult, and I was kind of living that along with him whilst trying to prepare for the Olympics. And to come in back into the environment and to not have it kind of acknowledged was, I don't know, it wasn't getting the best out of me. I didn't feel like I was being cared for in the way that I should be cared for, and it was just a very negative time, which is a real shame because I wanted it to be something positive and exciting. But now I think the people in this building have learned from that, and I'm pretty certain nothing like that would ever happen again.
What can you tell us about some of those challenges then you were experiencing during that time?
It was just things like I went into a meeting with the head coach at the time to talk about how can I prepare for this Olympics when my partner didn't particularly want to be in the building, when everything was, there was all of this noise going on. I very much wanted to have a performance-driven meeting, and I sat down in that room and had the selection criteria slapped down in front of me, to which I said, I'm not here to debate the selection. I'm here to discuss how I can prepare for the Olympic Games so that I can peak, because I've been working towards this for 5 years. And it just very much felt like a power move, and a move that wasn't interested in my well-being, my performance, and getting the results that we want to get at major games. And so, that's just a small example of a few things that happened during that period of time, which were very detrimental in a lot of ways, and took a little bit too long to kind of rectify and put right. But fortunately, we are there now, and those things have been reviewed in the way they needed to be.
Yeah, it's great to hear how things are moving on. So just finally, how much are you looking forward to, getting on court, getting to Birmingham and being back there, being back at a major event?
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I think it actually feels like quite a long way off at the moment, but with the way the world goes, it'll be round in the blink of an eye. So I've got a few events before we get to the Commonwealth Games, which is great because we can hopefully try to find our form, find that confidence on court. And we've been working really, really hard here in the training hall and in the gym, and we've got kind of a great structure and plan leading up to the games. So hopefully we can execute that, and it can be an extremely memorable and positive couple of weeks in Birmingham.
Well, good luck to you. Good luck to Marcus as well as you together look to add another medal or two to a very big collection that you've already got?
No worries. Thanks, Michael.
I'm Marcus Ellis. I am a professional badminton player, previously won an Olympic medal in Rio in 2016. And in the Gold Coast in 2018, I won a gold, a silver and a bronze medal. And I'm absolutely delighted to be selected again for home games in Birmingham, and hopefully we can bring home some more medals.
How exciting is it that it's home games? You're based in Milton Keynes. Birmingham is just 3/4 of an hour up the M1, M6. And you know the venue well because it's where, of course, you play the All England.
It's quite a unique experience, actually. You know, I do class myself as quite an experienced badminton player now, but having Commonwealth Games in your own country is it's a new thing to me. So I'm not overly sure what to expect. I think it's going to be an amazing experience, a very positive experience. And I'm actually very excited to see some full stadiums and arenas again. Because for me, that is one of the big reasons why I still play. You know, through COVID, I've been going to tournaments in empty arenas, and actually it's really soul destroying. So for me, having people back cheering for us and really appreciating everything that's on offer to watch it's a real privilege for me.
Where do you put the Commonwealth Games in terms of your calendar when you work it out? You'll have the Olympics, you'll have All England, Worlds, Europeans. How does the Commonwealth Games fit into your planning and your preparation?
Yeah, it's absolutely one of the biggest tournaments in our competitions on our calendar. We had opportunities these last few weeks to go to competitions if we wanted to. We've chosen not to because we think it's detrimental for our preparation for the Commonwealth Games. And we only ever really do that for, like you said, maybe the World Championships, maybe the Olympics, to an extent, the European Championships as well. But, you know, for me, Commonwealth is up there with the Olympics for sure.
And you had a very busy Gold Coast. You mentioned the 3 medals there. What's your schedule looking like for Birmingham 2022?
So this time around, I will be only playing one event in the individual, whereas last time I was playing 2. So I'm hoping from that side, you know, I won't be quite as exhausted as I was, because that was physically the most demanding thing I've ever had to do. And I will play in the team event, hopefully, and I can do my part for the team. Hopefully win and bring home whatever colour medal we end up getting. But I'm hoping that it won't be quite as physically demanding as last time.
Does it have to be a gold for you?
I think going into it, the individual, particularly myself and Lauren, we're going to be seeded top. We're going to be seeded 1, and okay, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. Any of a few pairs could win, but there's a reason why we've been ranked at number 1 and seeded at 1 and expected to win. It's because of our performances in the last years gone by. So, you know, I expect that we should be there and thereabouts, and I would be very happy with a medal of any colour, but I want to set my standards exceptionally high. And I know previously I have won a gold medal, but Lauren hasn't. And for me, it's a very big opportunity for her to tick something off on her list that she felt was really missing last time. And I'd really like to do that for her also.
Whenever we chat, I always refer back to a discussion, an interview we did in the gloom in Rio with you and Chris after you won your bronze medal there. It's been quite a roller coaster since. We thought that was the launch pad, the liftoff, but since then there's been so many issues with Badminton England, with funding, with issues around selection, coaches. Have you guys got a smile back on your face now?
Yeah, I'm not going to gloss over it. Absolutely right. We've had it seems like issue after issue after issue, and you feel like you take 1 step forward and then you get knocked 2 back. And it has been a very challenging few years, 4 or 5 years, it has been very, very challenging. I would say since the start of this year, it feels like we're on a better track. We have had a couple of fresh faces come in, and we're not changing the direction of the program, but the real core values and what everyone wants the program to look like. We've really been having these hard discussions, and that have needed to happen for a long time. And I can say now, regardless of what results we end up getting going forward, the program is in a much better, stable place than it has been for quite some time.
So do you enjoy going to work now? Because there have been suggestions before, and certainly Lauren put it out there on social media, that she wasn't enjoying going training, wasn't enjoying coming into the hall. Yeah,
there was periods, particularly last year, that not just players, coaches also. I'm not going to get my violin out just for the players, because it wasn't just that. As I'm sure everyone saw, the coaches and management came under attack, and it's also not very nice for them. And but at one point, I don't think anybody particularly wanted to be going, playing and training, and because it wasn't a nice environment. But looking back now, I think, well, was it necessary? Did that need to happen for us to get to this point we're at now? Maybe it did. So yeah, again, it was a tough period where maybe some people fell out of love with the sport a little bit. But I would say it's very positive now, and I'm talking blanket for everybody.
Well, that's good to hear. Obviously, UK Sport had their say, and in Sue's story, you've got a new chief executive as well who's come over from volleyball. So the culture feels different, as you say, as I said earlier, smiles back on the face around the Milton Keynes.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I never like to just talk just about myself, because I can be hugely biased. But, like I said, I'm the oldest player here, and a lot of younger players often feedback what they're feeling or what they're thinking. And everything is just more positive. The energy and the vibe in the place is turned a corner. And I just hope it's a start of something, really quite good.
And for you, last question, have you had any thoughts about what comes next, whether Paris is in sights?
Yeah, of course. Paris was in our minds on the plane home from Tokyo. We came after the match. We said that can't be our last Olympic match. We have to do this again. So yeah, it was straight away in our minds, and I can't answer what could happen after Paris, but 100% right now, body and mind willing, we want to be there.
Fantastic. As ever, great to chat with you, Marcus. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Team England's Marcus Ellis, and before that, Lauren Smith. Tokyo 2020 Olympians Toby Penty, Sean Vendy and Ben Lane have also been selected, along with 2018 Commonwealth medalists Jess Pugh, Chloe Birch, and debutantes Callum Hemming, Freya Patel Redfern and Abigail Holden.
And don't forget to follow us for all the latest Commonwealth, Olympic and Paralympic sports news, views and interviews. We're available on Apple, Spotify, Amazon and Google. Just search for Anything But Footy.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from, with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.